Globalization lifted about 1 billion people out of poverty. It also gutted entire towns. In Detroit, in Sunderland, in Pittsburgh. Both statements are true. Why does the debate pretend only one is? And is that costing us more than either policy did? Today, we put globalization on trial. The case for, the case against, what actually changed in the last 40 years, and the verdict that the economists were technically right but politically catastrophic. First, the case for, because the global numbers are genuinely staggering and don't get the credit they deserve. Since 1990, the global extreme poverty rate fell from around 36% to under 9%. Roughly 1.1 billion people left extreme poverty. Most of that in China, India, Vietnam, Bangladesh. It is the single largest improvement in living standards in human history. Consumers in rich countries got dramatically cheaper goods. A washing machine, a TV, a pair of trainers. All cost a fraction of what they did in real terms in 1980. Real purchasing power of the median Westerner expanded. Quietly, but enormously. Specialization is genuinely powerful. Countries do what they're best at. Trade does the rest. The economic theory has held since David Ricardo in 1817. Free trade reliably grows the total pie. The argument's never really been about that. It's been about the slices. Trading partners go to war less often. The longest period of peace between major powers in recorded history coincided exactly with the era of expanding global trade. Maybe correlation, maybe causation, probably both. But the case against is just as serious, because the average lifted in aggregate hides what happened on specific streets. And we now have 40 years of receipts. U.S. manufacturing jobs fell by 5 million between 2000 and 2015. The China shock alone is estimated to have eliminated around 2.4 million American jobs. Each of those jobs supported a family, a neighborhood, a high street, a school. The maths is brutal once you zoom in. Wages for non-college workers in rich countries flatlined for decades. Productivity rose. Their share of the gains didn't. Globalization didn't cause all of this, but it made labor more replaceable, and the political bargaining position of the working class collapsed. And the losses didn't spread evenly. They concentrated in specific places: coal towns, steel towns, textile towns. Whole communities lost not just their jobs, but their reason to exist. Try restarting a town whose anchor industry closed. Most never recovered. The political bill came due. Brexit, Trump, the Yellow Vests in France, the AfD in Germany. Every populist wave in a Western country has correlated tightly with regions hit hardest by trade exposure. The economists called it backlash. The voters called it being heard, finally. Meanwhile, the gains flowed mostly to capital and to the educated. The top 10% in rich countries got dramatically richer. The bottom 50%'s share of national wealth in many places fell. Globalization worked for some people. So is globalization good or bad? To answer that, you have to see what the textbook missed and what the economists were collectively wrong about. Economic theory said trade would make everyone better off once compensation was passed from winners to losers. Aggregate gains redistributed. That was the deal. Politically, the redistribution never happened. The winners kept their gains. The losers got told to retrain. The theory survived. The bargain didn't. The economists were technically correct. Globalization grew the pie, lifted poverty, made consumers richer. They were also politically catastrophic. They underweighted distribution, overweighted aggregate efficiency, and told communities losing everything that the textbook said they were better off. Voters didn't agree. Which brings us to the verdict, and it isn't pro-trade or anti-trade. It's something more honest. Globalization was net positive for the world, and it was devastating for specific communities in rich countries. Both are true at the same time. The mistake wasn't trading more. The mistake was failing to share the gains with the people paying the cost. The right question isn't, is free trade good? It's, who pays the bill and who keeps the gains? Because the answer to that question is what makes globalization a humanitarian success or an electoral time bomb. We chose poorly. 3 rules. Keep the trade. It lifted billions. Tax and redistribute the gains. They went to the wrong people. And actually invest in the towns that lost, not retrain and move slogans. Real industrial policy. Real compensation. Real listening. None of which actually happened. If you wonder why politics feels broken in every rich country, this is the answer. 40 years of telling people they should be grateful for cheaper trainers while their towns collapsed. Globalization didn't cause the populist wave. Pretending the losers didn't exist did. Did your community get globalization's gain, Shonswai, or its bill? Drop where you sit in the comments. If this gave you a useful frame, hit subscribe.